Hey everybody, and welcome back to my weekly vlog. Yes, I'm bringing it back slightly different than it used to be, and we'll talk about that shortly. But hey, welcome. I'm just basically gonna tell you what I've been doing last week, what we're gonna do this week, and just kind of get you guys up to date on what's going on in this old noggin of mine and how my train of thought is going and all that kind of stuff. And just to kind of talk to you guys, because, you know, I kind of miss doing these, and I think some of you out there miss them too. So first and foremost, this is not gonna be a daily vlog. It's just I'm gonna try and do it once a week. We're gonna try and do it on Mondays, earlier than when this one came out, but there are reasons for that we'll get to. And, you know, I'm gonna try and incorporate some video and pictures from throughout my week and all that kind of stuff, but it's not gonna get like, I'm not gonna try and nice at it, you know what I mean? Like, cause, whew, that's way too much work. I don't know how that man does what he does. But anyway, so let's just jump into it. A couple of big things I wanna talk about. We'll try to do the channel changes and announcements and things like that up front. I have reawoken my love of movies and cinema. Obviously, that's always been a big part of this channel, but moving forward, that is my priority on this channel. Unboxings are still gonna be here and stuff. There's still some toy stuff, some game stuff, but I'm really into movies and filmmaking and all of that, and I have been shooting a bunch of videos, like I'm kind of doing seasons of things that I will eventually bring to you when I can get them edited and make them real nice and real polished and everything. Of course, you're still gonna get trailer reactions, but you may get more than one. We're kind of back to 3 videos a day. That kind of softly happened and will probably continue. You know, and I'm trying to get better about getting on top of the trailers again, like being a little more quick on the big ones, getting them right when they come out. But we'll also be hitting on more indie trailers and no budget trailers and all that kind of stuff too, so that'll be fun. Hopefully we'll be bringing back movie reviews. I know I want to review the Blu-rays out of Horror Pack, and I know I'm working on a series, like basically I review entire director filmographies, so that's coming as well. We'll talk more about that as we go along. The other big thing, I'm trying to get a lot better about my social media and comments here and actually engaging with you, my community, because, you know, I have always read what you guys said, and I've responded in my head. I've just not really been good about responding back because I kind of hate typing and stuff, but, well, you know, everything's a job. You got to do something you don't like no matter how much you like all the other stuff, so I'm going to do it. That being said, my primary focus is, of course, on YouTube. But then I am also very much focused on my Twitter page, which is primarily gonna be movie stuff, where, you know, I'll talk about, you know, movies and show movie hauls and that kind of stuff over there, and, you know, retweet a lot of movie accounts and just jokes and all that kind of stuff, gifs, you know, what have you. And then Instagram, where I'm really focusing more on my food and travel and just kind of life. So as we'll talk about a bunch of concerts coming up, you'll see concert photos over there. Apparently I'm a pretty darn good food photographer, and I'm a foodie, so I love doing that. And just like when Mary and I go on vacation or travel or whatever, we're gonna take some summer trips, little things to like the Newport Aquarium and things like that. I think you'll find it pretty interesting. All those places you can find the Eric Butts. The new things, and again, I put off getting into that Stardust app. I know a lot of other YouTubers talked about it, and I'm like, I don't know, man, 30 seconds, it's a whole other app I gotta learn, blah, 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 blah. I tried it, I immediately fell in love with it. There's something about that immediacy that I can watch something and, you know, basically film a 30-second or shorter clip with my immediate reaction and put it out for you guys right away. I don't have to come home and dump footage and edit things and color correct and sound correct and, you know, then create titles and tags and upload and schedule and thumbnails and all this stuff. So it's really cool. It's like 3 to 30 seconds. Pretty much every trailer I watch, pretty much any movie Mary and I go to, we'll always put something up. And where I'm doing that director rewatch, I've been going through the Argento filmography, so I've started doing kind of immediate reactions to after I rewatch those movies. So you can go find all that stuff over there. I will try to put a link down below, because it is app only. It doesn't work on a desktop, and you can get it for Android or iPhone. And I'll send the invite link, so if you use that and then sign up for me, they'll know it's coming from me. And again, the Eric Butts, all one word right there. Make sure you're watching the videos and clicking the heart thing. I'm gonna have a lot of fun over there, and again, it's just, you know, you get to see my excitement more immediately. And I follow pretty much everybody back right now, at least, because I'm still new and I'm learning, and I want to see what other people have to say if you're going to do it as well. On top of that, and this one's just totally for fun, you guys may have heard about us talk about this on Drunken Movie Night, the HQ app. I don't provide any content there, but it is a fun trivia game, and they play every night, sometimes twice a day, sometimes more, and they do like 12 questions. Occasionally they vary it up, but it's 12 questions, and usually about a $5,000 prize at the end. Sometimes more, sometimes less, and basically all the winners left split that pot, and it can add up over time, and it's real money. and it's a lot of fun. So if you guys do that, you want to put in my code, it gets me what's called an extra life, which means if I miss a question, I can keep playing that round, and sometimes that's come in handy. I got to question 12 with one of those once and still missed it, but so again, I'm TheEricButts there. However, everybody on my channel just about also plays this. So you have ChibiMitzi, which is Mary, all one word. You have LadyHaChaCha, you know what? Let me actually look for you guys. I know RyeSeronie is on there. That's Mike, of course. And again, this is one of those things, I'm hitting the wrong button. This is one of those things I will follow everybody back on, just because, you know, it's kind of fun to see who else we know and who's playing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then CherokeeHall, all one word. Of course, you guys know Cherokee. Kathy is LadyHaChaCha. That's all one word. And of course, RyeSeronie, RyeSeronei is Mike. So I mean, you know, give free lives to whoever you want if you do want to sign up for that, but it's just a fun thing. Okay, that's all that. Let's jump into what happened in my week, and then we'll move on to what's going on. So going back on Monday, Mary and I went to see Best Friends or Best Fiends Part 2, the continuation of the new Greg Sestero and Tommy Wiseau movie. And I tell you what, when that thing comes to Blu-ray or whatever, however you get a chance to see those. They are incredibly engaging and weird and bizarre and very much like The Room, but supercharged and more actually enjoyable and entertaining, and like you just want to know what's going on and where things are going, and there's laughs and there's actual twists and turns and things you actually care about, and it's fantastic. And I wish we had been doing the Stardust app on that day, because I would have loved to have had some of my reactions to watching those. So that was a real fun Monday. And then of course I came home, I'm looking, and did I watch a movie? I thought I watched a movie that night. Maybe I did not. Anyways, that's what we did Monday. Tuesday, Pops and I went out to World of Beer, had a nice beer cheese jalapeno burger, tried a whole bunch of new local beers because they have flights and I can try all kinds of stuff. Loved that Bumblebee trailer reaction. That's what I'm looking at over here. And of course had some fun with the RGT Retro Games box. So then it looks like, yeah, Thursday. Okay, so Wednesday night is when I was watching Deep Red, which was great. I love that Argento movie. I'm just trying to hit the highlights of my week. You know, all the big stuff happened on the weekend. I love the Suspiria remake trailer. That was actually surprisingly good and engaging. Mary and I saw Ocean's 8 Thursday. You can see our reaction on the Stardust app. Basically, I was pretty meh on it. She enjoyed it. I think there was a lot of wasted potential, lacking in style, no stakes, you know, things like that. I won't spoil it. I know a lot of people loved it. I just felt like it could have been more. And finally got around to that Ralph Breaks the Internet review, so that's cool. So yeah, then on Thursday night I watched Suspiria, and of course Thursday is when I signed up for, I'm sorry, my nose is just bugging me. Signed up for the Stardust app, so I have that Suspiria reaction on there. And then the Widows trailer was cool. And then we get to the Halloween trailer. So here's what I'm gonna say about this real quick. I'm going to have another video about the Halloween trailer, because one of the things, I gotta do this, I was avoiding it. One of the things I wanted to start doing is comment videos. I want to read your comments and answer them. I kind of did in the older vlogs, but you know, just make it specifically and maybe just cover random comments throughout the previous week. However, I do want to do a specific one reacting to all the Halloween comments, because I did not like the Halloween trailer. I'm still holding out hope that the movie's good, and I have my own reasons I didn't like it. A lot of people loved it. I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade, so I'm not gonna, you know, just because I don't like something doesn't mean you can't, is all I'm saying. But it was real interesting watching almost a battle of the thumbs up and down for a little while, and some of the comments are kind of funny, and I kind of want to respond to them. So look forward to that later this week. And, you know, and again, I mean, I've had a little time with it, and I'll explain why I feel the way I feel about it a little bit more in that video as well. But if you absolutely love it and you don't want to hear somebody be negative, you might not want to watch that movie, because I'm not going to like tear it to shreds, but I'm going to have some negativity about it. It just didn't work for me. Then came Friday, which is when I needed to, well, we're on Friday, I guess, when I needed to do, I knew the Halloween trailer was coming, so I was already panicked about watching that, and I knew Mary and I, what were we doing Friday? We had a play to get to, and on top of all that, I won a bunch of concert tickets. So we were gonna see Poison and Cheap Trick this past Sunday, which we did and we'll get to. And I'd already bought really nice tickets because I wanted to see Poison forever. I'll talk more about that in a second. And you know, every year this radio station, the Classic Rock 92.1, they do like the ultimate ticket giveaway for Riverbend and the Yum Center and a few other places. Give a bunch of like classic rock band tickets to shows away. And I actually did win back in 2015. Mary and I got to go see the Stones in Indianapolis on July 4th at Motor Speedway. That was fantastic. And a bunch of those shows were really fantastic. But I won again. So of course that put stress in my Friday though, because I had to hustle down there and get the tickets and all that stuff. And But it's awesome. So we're going to all kinds of shows. And the night before, we had literally just gone through the list of what do I need to buy tickets for. I'm glad I didn't buy them because now we got them all for free and we get to go to some of these other shows that we were on the fence about, like Judas Priest, Deep Purple. It'd be cool. I don't know if I want to buy the tickets. Well, we're going. Leonard Skinner, not really for me, but I got tickets. We'll go hear him do Tuesday's Gone. I'm down for that. So that's going to be a blast. And again, on my Instagram, you guys get a lot of those pictures and everything and just having fun with that. So then we went and saw the play, which was basically 4 short plays. And if you're familiar with Drunken Movie Night, you know our good buddy Pete Sears. His play was first. It was fantastic. You could tell it was his writing. He has a very distinctive voice and style. But it's also funny because we know his voice and style so much that the performers did a fantastic job and you could hear his voice coming out of them, except some places it's like, oh, they didn't quite get his voice or his timing, you know, and that's just because we know him so well. But it was still really cool. Then the other plays got really heavy and really severe and it's like, oh, that's a tonal shift. And you know, I mean, they were pretty good. It's just like, wow, coming off this like just rip-roaring comedy, whoo, you know, you're talking about like abortions and death and family dying in coal mine explosions and it was nuts, man. But it was a good time. It was a good time. As much as that sounds weird, it really was. And then Mary and I went out and we had a pretty awesome dinner at Bar Louie, got a nice burger, all that kind of stuff. So that was a really cool Friday. Saturday, we went downtown with Pops. We did the BBQ Festival in Lexington, which was very cool. I only got to try a couple things though, because everything was full portions. So, I mean, you were, you know, if you bought something, you were eating, it was a meal in itself. So there's maybe 15, 16 different barbecue companies out there. I only got to try 2, but I had a really great taco, like a pulled pork taco, and I had a really nice Italian sausage, smoked sausage with like a green tomato relish and spicy mustard. It was quite nice. And got some beer and everything, but there wasn't a lot of beer to choose from. And we went to a little pub and had a drink and all that kind of stuff too. So then Mary and I came back, shot some unboxings, and we watched Incredibles as a rewatch, which you can see my reaction to on the Stardust app, and getting ready for Incredibles 2, which I had tickets for Thursday, but now we were gonna go to a concert, so I moved it to Friday, and as soon as I hit the buy button, Mary was like, wait, don't you have Drunken Movie Night that night? I'm like, dope! So I canceled it. We finally figured out we get to see Incredibles 2 like 3:40 in the afternoon on Sunday. So if there's any kind of review or reaction, it's just gonna come up a little bit late, but we got that happening. Okay, something I have to remember. I haven't done anything this long form in this camera. It cut off on me. I had to restart it. So luckily didn't really miss anything. So moving on to Sunday, Mary and I got up, we got ready, and we headed out to Cincinnati for Riverbend and Poison and Cheap Trick. We stopped at the pub. I had an awesome burger there with like a spicy pimento cheese and fried jalapenos and roasted red peppers. So good. And we made it over there. We'd given Casey Miracle the tickets we won for the lawn, because like I said, I bought some really nice seats. As you can probably see, there's probably some footage playing. And we got to see an awesome show by Cheap Trick, who we saw like a year or 2 before, but only like the last song because traffic was so bad and we saw them open for Joan Jett and then Heart that we got there so late and I missed it. But now we got to see their full show and got to see them close up, and that was really, really enjoyable. But man, Poison blew them out of the water. There's no doubt there. Brett Michaels, that whole crew, it's apparent how much they really, really love what they're doing. I got to hear almost every one of my favorite songs ever, except maybe Cry Tough and Life Goes On. But they did all the other great ones, had some cool solos. And we were really close, so we really got to kind of see it and, you know, feel like you made eye contact with them, whether you did or not. And it was just a really, really fun time. Had some really good drinks, bought some shirts and merch and all that kind of stuff, and then finally made it home. And that's normally where I'd leave off my recap, but let's go ahead and I just want to tell you a little bit about today because it was crazy. Internet, cable, phone has been down for almost 12 hours. It just recently came back up. So I thought, there was a lot I couldn't do. I'm having to do my work late now. And I was worried things were going to come up late for you guys. But we went out to dinner. Dad and I went to Brew Burger, had some nice burger and, you know, get a little beer. And we got a little show. Fire truck started showing up, an ambulance and all this stuff. And basically they had to break into a car because this family, it looked like they were leaving. You know, they had left. And I guess they were putting their little girl in the car seat and somehow the doors closed and locked. So, I mean, luckily it was overcast and not really hot or anything. And they were there right when it happened. It wasn't like they left a kid locked in the car. It was one of those just circumstance things. And luckily they got him out and everything was okay. But it was kind of entertaining. And I was worried. I was like, I hope this ends well, or you know what I'm saying? So luckily, thank God, everything was cool. So that's what my week has been. Upcoming this week, I got some work to do over the next couple days, some more trailers, keep staying on Twitter and all that stuff. Thursday, Mary and I will go see Jeff Fogarty? Fogarty, is that right? From Creedence Clearwater. something like that. And ZZ Top's gonna open for him, so I'm so stoked about that. Friday we have Drunken Movie Night. It's gonna be a Father's Day theme. I think we're gonna watch Mr. Mom. I have to go pick what we're watching next after this. I don't know. The promo will be out tomorrow. And it's gonna be Father's Day. Mary should be there. It's gonna be good. We're not really doing the sketch stuff on Drunken Movie Night much anymore. We're working on something different for that. We wanna bring those characters back and keep that alive, but we still pretend like we're on a spaceship, but ultimately we're just kind of hanging out, playing Quiplash, and watching movies with you guys and talking to everybody in chat. So it's a little bit more old school, but a lot more fun, and we don't run all night long that way. So that'll be Friday. Saturday, you know, I'll just do some more stuff, I guess, and then Sunday, I don't know, more stuff. I don't really know what this week holds. I'm just, other than that concert, so. Oh yeah, and then Incredibles 2 on Sunday. Derp. All right, so there you guys go. I've talked way too long, but I was excited. We're gonna bring this back every Monday. And then the Drunken Movie Night promos will come out on Tuesday, and everything else will be kind of back to normal with random extra trailers every day, hopefully, or almost every day. But there you guys go. Good times. Really loving it. Glad to do these again. Hopefully you guys are digging them. Definitely let me know if you're digging this, what you like, what you don't about it, all that kind of stuff. Thumbs up of encouragement is always wonderful to get, because I do love to be encouraged. I got a lot of editing to do, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get on with life, I guess. I don't know how to end these. I need a new catchphrase. I'll see you all later.